My sister Rachel had always been the golden child. Harvard MBA, McKinsey consultant, engaged to Daniel Hutchinson, a partner at Redwood Ventures, one of Silicon Valley's most prestigious VC firms. She wore her success like armor and wielded it like a weapon, especially when it came to me. So, Maya, Rachel said, swirling her wine at our parents' Christmas Eve dinner, still doing your little Etsy thing? I was 30 years old. I had a master's in computer science from Stanford, and for the last 6 years, I'd been building HealthTrack, an AI-powered healthcare analytics platform used by hospitals to predict patient outcomes and optimize resources. But 5 years ago, Rachel had decided I was a failure, and once she decided something, nothing could change her mind. It's not an Etsy thing, I said calmly. It's a software company. Right, she waved a hand. Your little startup, how's that going? Still working out of your apartment? I have an office. Oh, good, she smirked. Is it a WeWork? She laughed. Our parents smiled indulgently. Daniel sat beside her, stiff and quiet. I'd met him twice before. Polite, reserved, smart. He'd spoken maybe 10 words to me total. Maya's been working very hard, Mom said, supportive in the way that meant she didn't really understand what I did. I'm sure she has, Rachel said, but let's be realistic. Most startups fail, and Maya's been doing this for 6 years. If it were going to work, it would have worked by now. Some companies take time to scale, I said. Or they're just not viable. Rachel leaned forward. I'm not trying to be mean, I'm being honest. Your business is a joke. You've been playing entrepreneur while the rest of us built real careers. It's time to grow up. The table went quiet. Dad cleared his throat. Rachel, that's a bit harsh. She's 30, no stable income, no benefits, no retirement plan, 1 bad month away from moving back home. That's not harsh, that's reality. I do have stable income, I said. Do you? She raised an eyebrow. How much did you make last year? I could have told her. That HealthTrack brought in $23 million last year. That we were projecting $41 million this year. That I employed 73 people across 2 offices. That 8 major hospital systems had signed contracts. But Rachel didn't want facts. She wanted confirmation. So I stayed silent. That's what I thought, she said, sitting back. I love you, Maya, but someone has to tell you the truth. Shut it down. Get a real job. Stop wasting your 30s on a fantasy. Rachel, Daniel said quietly. It was the first time he'd spoken all night. What? She turned to him. You're a VC. You see failed startups every day. Tell her. 6 years. No exit. No big funding. No traction. That's a failed company. Daniel looked at me, really looked at me, for the first time. Something flickered in his eyes. Recognition. I think Maya knows her business better than we do, he said carefully. Oh please, you're just being nice. Rachel waved him off. Her business is a joke. My younger brother shifted in his seat. Can we change the subject? Why? Because the truth is uncomfortable? Rachel scoffed. What do you even do, Maya? What does your company actually make? Healthcare analytics software. She laughed. So you made an app. How many users? We don't have users. We have clients. Hospital systems. How many? I could have said 47, could have named them, could have told her we process data for over 2 million patients a year. Several, I said. Several, she grinned. That's adorable. Meanwhile, I advise Fortune 500 companies, and Daniel's firm manages $4.7 billion in assets. But sure, your little app is doing great. Daniel kept staring at me, like he was trying to solve a puzzle. Your business is a joke, Rachel said slowly, and the kindest thing I can do is tell you to stop embarrassing yourself. I stood. I need some air. Oh, don't be dramatic, she called after me. I'm just being honest. Outside, I closed my eyes. 6 years. 6 years of 80-hour weeks, sleepless nights, impossible problems. 6 years of building something real. Of saving lives, of creating jobs, of changing an industry. And to my sister, it was a joke. The door opened. Daniel. I'm sorry about Rachel, he said. She can be intense. It's fine. It's not. I met his eyes. It doesn't matter anymore. I stopped trying to prove myself to my family years ago. He hesitated. Can I ask you something? Your company, HealthTrack? My heart stilled. Yes. He nodded slowly. I thought so. Maya Patel. HealthTrack is listed as M. Patel in most databases. Rachel never says your last name. You know the company? Know it? His voice dropped. We've been trying to get a meeting for 8 months. HealthTrack is one of the hottest healthcare tech companies in the country. My firm wants in on your Series B. Silence. Does Rachel know? No. Why not? Because she decided I was a failure, and she won't change her mind. He exhaled sharply. HealthTrack is valued at what, $120 million? $127. And 73 employees? Yes. This is insane. You have to tell her. So she can rewrite history? Take credit? Pretend she supported me? He had no answer. Besides, I said, she'll find out soon enough. His face drained. What do you mean? We have a Series B meeting with Redwood Ventures, January 15th, 2 p.m., at our offices. Oh my God. Your partner James Chin confirmed it. You're serious. Very. He stared at me. You're not telling her beforehand? No. That's cold. Colder than calling my life's work a joke. I turned toward the door. Enjoy Christmas, Daniel. I'll see you January 15th. I grabbed my coat and left. Behind me, Rachel's voice floated out. Where's Maya going? God, she's so dramatic. I drove back to San Francisco, back to my joke company, back to my real life. At 7 a.m. I walked into HealthTrack's offices, the entire 5th floor in Soma. And I got back to work. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooked the bay, an open workspace with 73 desks, conference rooms named after pioneering doctors, a server room that hummed quietly, carrying the processing power of our AI systems. HealthTrack didn't look like a joke. My CFO, Jennifer, found me in my office at 8 a.m. Ready for today? As ready as I'll be. Redwood Ventures, she said. James Chin is bringing 2 partners, Daniel Hutchinson and Sarah Kim. Standard Series B discussion. They're looking at 25 to 30 million for roughly 15%. I nodded. You okay? She asked. You seem tense. Daniel Hutchinson is my sister's fiance. She froze. The sister who called your company a joke at Christmas? Yes. Oh my God. He didn't know. He figured it out at dinner. Rachel still doesn't. And today, he's going to walk into my boardroom and realize exactly how wrong she's been for 5 years. Jennifer winced. This is going to be awkward. Extremely. Are you going to acknowledge it? Only if he does. This is a business meeting. Maya, she said carefully, he's engaged to your sister. And I'm the CEO of a company his firm wants to invest in. Which relationship matters more in this room? Jennifer smiled. I love when you get like this. I'm not ruthless, I said. I'm professional. Sure, she replied. That's definitely what this is. At 1:45 p.m. Marcus knocked lightly. Redwood Ventures just arrived. Conference room A? All set. Presentation loaded. Financials printed. Perfect. I stood, straightened my blazer, and walked out. James Chin greeted me with a grin. Maya, great to see you again. Likewise, James, thank you for coming. We've been looking forward to this. He gestured behind him. This is Sarah Kim, Healthcare Focus. Sarah shook my hand. Your platform is remarkable. I've followed HealthTrack for 2 years. And this is Daniel Hutchinson. Daniel stepped into the room. His face went white. He stopped dead in the doorway, staring at me, seated at the head of the table. HealthTrack's logo glowing behind me. The nameplate in front of my seat unmistakable. Maya Patel, CEO founder. Daniel? James said. You all right? Yes, sorry, he swallowed, eyes never leaving mine. Hi, Daniel, I said evenly. Please, have a seat. He sat slowly. Have you 2 met? Sarah asked. Briefly, I said. At a family event. Daniel is engaged to my sister. James blinked. Well, small world. Very, I said. Shall we begin? For the next 90 minutes, I walked them through HealthTrack's technology, growth trajectory, client acquisition strategy, and financials. I didn't stumble once. This was my company. I knew every metric, every contract, every projection. James and Sarah leaned in, asked sharp questions. Daniel barely spoke, just watched me, stunned. When I finished, Sarah exhaled. This is exceptional, she said. Your prediction accuracy is industry-leading, 97% client retention. This is exactly what we look for. I'm glad, I said. Our proposal is $28 million for 14%. That puts us at a $200 million post-money valuation. James nodded. That's reasonable. Subject to due diligence, of course. Expected. My CFO will coordinate. James stood. Maya, this is one of the strongest pitches I've seen this year. I shook hands, James, Sarah, then Daniel. His hand trembled. Maya, he said quietly, can we talk privately? I nodded. Marcus can show you the development floor, I said to James and Sarah. They left. The door closed. You knew, Daniel said, at Christmas. Yes. And you didn't say anything. What would have been the point? Rachel wouldn't have believed me. You let me walk into this blind. You figured it out weeks ago. You chose not to tell her. That's not on me. He dragged a hand through his hair. You've built a $127 million company, and she thinks you're unemployed. She thinks what she wants. You have to tell her. Why? I asked. Because she's my sister? She called my work a joke. Told me I was embarrassing myself. Why do I owe her protection from reality? This is going to destroy her. Or force her to finally see me. He looked at me. When did you become so cold? When I stopped begging for approval from people who'd already decided I was worthless. I met his gaze. I'm not cold. I'm done. What do you want me to do? Your job. Evaluate the investment. Decide if HealthTrack belongs in your portfolio. And Rachel? That's between you and her. Tell her, or don't. But don't ask me to shrink so she can stay comfortable. He nodded slowly. For what it's worth, he said, what you built is incredible. You're brilliant. Thank you. She should be proud of you. She isn't, I said, and that's the problem. He left. I stayed in the conference room, staring out at the San Francisco skyline. The city stretched beneath me like something already conquered. My phone buzzed. Jennifer, how'd it go? Me, they're interested. $28 million for 14%. Jennifer, and the sister situation? Me, Daniel is probably calling her right now. Jennifer, oh God. Me, yeah. I went back to my office and waited. Rachel called at 4:47 p.m. I let it ring 4 times. Hello. What the hell, Maya? Hi, Rachel. Daniel just told me everything. Your real company, the valuation, the employees, the fact that my fiance just spent 90 minutes pitching you to his partners. Her voice cracked. You let me believe you were broke. No, I said calmly. You believed I was broke. You never told me. I told you plenty. I cut in. You just didn't listen. When? Your birthday, 3 years ago. I mentioned our first major hospital contract. You changed the subject. Thanksgiving after that. I told you we were raising Series A. You laughed. Last Christmas. I told you we'd hired our 50th employee. You said I was playing boss. Silence. I tried, Rachel, for years, but you'd already decided who I was. You should have tried harder. Why? My voice didn't rise. Why was it my job to convince you I was worthy of respect? I was trying to help. You called my life's work a joke. I thought you were failing. Because you never asked, never looked, never cared enough to find out. Her voice dropped. Daniel wants to invest $28 million. Yes. You're really successful. I am. Why didn't you tell me? I did, and when it became clear you'd never hear me, I stopped trying. It was easier to let you think I was a failure than beg for validation. I'm your sister, she whispered. You should have fought for me. No, I said quietly. You should have fought for me. She started crying. I'm sorry, she said. I was cruel. I was jealous. I needed to feel superior. I treated you like a child. Yes, I said. You did. How do I fix this? I don't know if you can. Please. You can't erase 5 years with one apology. You can't undo the damage of making someone feel small. I paused. All you can do is sit with it, learn from it, and change, whether or not I forgive you. I am proud of you, she said desperately. So proud. Would you be proud if my company were worth 5 million? 1 million? If I was still working out of my apartment? She didn't answer. I need to go, I said. I have work to do. Please don't shut me out. You shut me out first. I ended the call. My hands were shaking. Jennifer appeared in the doorway. You okay? No, I said honestly, but I will be. What did she say? She apologized. She said she was proud. And? I believe she's embarrassed. I don't know if she's changed. What now? Now I do my job. Jennifer smiled. Redwood's going to invest. I know. We closed the deal on February 28th. Redwood Ventures invested $28 million for a 14% stake in HealthTrack. Daniel was professional throughout due diligence. We never discussed Rachel. When the papers were signed, he shook my hand. This will be a great partnership. I agree. She's trying, he added quietly, reading about healthcare tech, learning. That's good. She wants to see you. I know. Later that night, my phone buzzed. Rachel, saw the announcement. Congratulations. I know I hurt you. I'm proud of you, not because of the valuation, but because you built something real. I love you. I stared at it for a long moment. Then I typed. Me, I love you too, but I need more time. Her reply came instantly. Rachel, take all the time you need. I'll be here. I set the phone down and looked around my office, at the magazine covers, the team photos, the contracts, the life I'd built while being underestimated. Maybe one day we'd be sisters again. But today, I had a company to run. And that was enough.